So in this video, we are going to create this reel. This reel looks very simple and minimalistic design, and client like this kind of reel, and you can charge a very good money of it. So we will create this three frame. First, we will make the composition of each frame, and then we will add the motion. So without further ado, let's get started. So let's jump into the Premiere Pro, and let's make a sequence first. Let's go to settings, and the frame size will be 1080 and 1920, and I will keep the time frame 25 fps, and let's rename this as money. Then let's bring all the assets. So here I have all the assets, you can see. So I will attach them in the description, so must check my description box below. Okay, so first, as you can see here as a reference, I have take. So first we have a solid white background. Then we have some the money, the main subject on this frame, and we have some text here and here as well, and we have a line here and here as well. So there is two line, and there's also a barcode, and in the corner there is some star which is revolving around. So let's make this. First, we will take a color matte, which is white, and bring it in the timeline. Next, but before the money, there is also a grid there. So here is the grid, and here you can see there is a sort of like watermark here. So I will crop this, crop, and let's bring into the grid, and I can see this is in the bottom. So let's cut in the bottom. So this is the bottom, as you can see. It was cut it. Okay. And let's bring this in the middle, and change its blend mode to multiply. And now let's bring the money here. You can also see the reference as well. And then we will add a barcode. So here is the barcode. I'm going to rename this. So let's make the exact position. So I have also added the money, and let's add drop shadow on the money, on the money actually. So in the drop shadow, let's make the distance like 15. Well, here whoever do this frame, he choose to have this in After Effects, but I am doing on Premiere. So in After Effects, he uses like Shadow Studio. But here I will add only the drop shadow. So let's see what we can do with it and bring the softness. Okay, this is what we can do. Nothing much. Like this kind of shadow is not gonna be happening in drop shadow. So let's do the ribbon. This is the ribbon. So let's take this two layer up, and select the pen tool and make it small, and then like we will do something like this. You can also take the circle, but I think this gonna works more good for me, so I'm choosing this. Something like this. Yeah, perfect. Okay, first make the selection tool, and let's go to essential graphics, and uncheck the fill box and do the stroke, make it black, and change from outer to center and make it 2. And now let's bring it here again, bring this layer up. So to differentiate this layer, like the money layer, I will change the label, and this one as well, so that I can recognize easily. And then duplicate this layer by pressing Alt and drag up, and then I will just add here the flip. So I am going to flip horizontally. So let's add the horizontal. So this is the case, something like this. It's not exactly, but almost same. Okay, and then I will add the text, but before that, I will add this one, that in the stars actually. So this is the star. Let's bring it down. So this is the stars, and decrease its size. So something like this, and take another one, and also bring that something here. Okay, something like this portion. All right. Now we are gonna add the text. So the text, there is a two layer text. So I have the presets. So let's use those presets. I have already shared with you, but I will also share in this video as well. Check my description box. So let's add this one. So here is the text. Okay. And cut from this, otherwise it has in and out animation. So if I cut from the middle, I will not get the out animation, only I will can do the in animation. Okay, so let's add the text, how much, and make it black. Now bring it down, and let's change this font. I have Alex brush, or let's see, any scripted font is okay. This is a recreate video. This is not a breakdown video. So I'm going to recreate this frames, not to breaking down to you that how this is it was made. Okay, I think this looks good, and let's make like 60. So I will break down, increase the scale as well. So the text here, and I will add another one, like let's say I have another text animation, something like this, from bottom to top. So it will come with charge, and make it bold, make it black, and let's increase its size. Okay, so something like this. And as you can see here, he has also used the drop shadow. All right, so what I will do, that drop shadow that I have used in this layer, the money layer, I will select this and press Ctrl C, and come up here with the layer of text, and selecting the effects control and just Ctrl V, and the drop shadow will apply here as well. As you can see, the drop shadow, I think the softness is too much, so that's why the drop shadow is not visible. Okay, now it's visible now, and let's make it 20. Okay, as you can see, now you can check, see that. And also this drop shadow I will add in this layer as well. All right, and let's make it more bigger, and all right, and just we will bring that here. Okay, and now we will add the text here. So we have now make the composition, and then we will give motion. Okay, so it really comes down to your skill. Let's add this text. Let's make it black, and change its font Helvetica Neo. I am using bold in here, so I will add regular, and decrease the tracking to 50, minus 50, and the leading will decrease to, let's say, it's up to you, like how close you show them, but for me, like minus 34 is okay. And let's decrease the size of it, and bring the paragraph to the middle. Again, decrease it, and I will place this, let's say here. Perfect. Now we are gonna like animate this, but before, let's make the composition of the next layers, then we will start the animating. Then we will start the animation. Let's go to our next reference. So let's extend the color matte here, and then we will bring this grid, but I have already here. So press Alt and copy this and drag this here, and we can put this at the right side of the frame. Okay. And now first add the coin. So this is the coin, and add Ultra key. So go to Ultra key, and the key color, I will take this green, and as you can see that this is in black and white. So also we will add the effect called tint. Just bring it down here and go to lumetri color. Lumetri color, if you can see the lumetri color in your window, then go to window and just check the lumetri color here. And only I will decrease the curve something like this, and let's bring this money here. Okay, this is the last position. Okay, what I will do, I will like up to this mark, I will make a cut, and so I want to stay it here for a bit longer. Okay, so for that reason I will press R, and this will stretch the footage. Okay, so just drag it a little bit. Okay, as you can see that it gets lower. Okay, you can also right click on this layer and speed duration, so you can also decrease the speed. Okay, so it will work as like that. Also that I have done by stretching the layer. Okay, so the same thing it will happen. It's your choice. So let's, all right, then I will add the lines. Okay, I think the lines is now, it's more circle. So let's add the shape tool and the ellipse here, and let's make it circle, something like this, and go to like here, something like this, and bring it down. Also I have another one, so this one we can have it something like this, but okay, I need to take another one. So go to ellipse tool and make something like this, so something like this one, and just rotate this a little bit. Okay, yeah, perfect, and bring it down here as well. Okay, and now let's add the QR code and also the barcode. So here is the QR code we're gonna put here. Perfect, it's quite bigger. Yep, so let's add the barcode. So here is the barcode, and add, let's scale it down, and let's add this here. Yep, now add our text. So a little bit of change I will do in the text portion. So let's say it says earn $25,000. Now go to essential graphics and let's type earn 25,000. Okay, and here he also added a comma, and now let's add this here. Okay, and also I will add this text here. All right. Okay, I think I need to increase the distance, the drop shadow of this layer, maybe 20, and make it more soften. Yes, and this is our text, and also there is something more. So let's add this. Now change the paragraph to left align, and just bring this here. All right. And also I will add the star. I will add the star here. Now let's move on to our third frame. This is already extended. And let's see what's the third reference. Okay, this is quite easy. So let's add our brain here. Not our brain, the brain PNG I'm talking about. So let's decrease its size and add tint effect and go to Lumetri color, and in the curve section just drop down this one. Okay, and let's add a drop shadow here. So I need the drop shadow of this. Let's add the drop shadow. Let's copy and paste. So the drop shadow something here, and make it something like this. Okay, and I have the assets of this circle. So here is a circle, something like that. Now let's bring our grid here. All right, so we are gonna add the drop shadow here, the softness. I will decrease the softness, and let's add 8, and the distance will be 5 or 3. Okay, this is not that visible as it has like that kind of visibility, but in the drop shadow I can't do anything. So let's delete this. I think it's will be more prominent. And let's add the text. Okay, I have this frame also. So let's take the frame. I guess this one. So I don't have to need to do anything. And let's add the text now. Improve your skill. Okay, so let's add the text. First I take the script one, and let's add improve your. Let's add it here and make it like something like this. Okay, and let's add our bold font here. So this is skills. Okay, and reset this first, the position, and bring it here. And now just increase the scale. Let's do 90. And now again I have like this one, then change premium. So again the script text, bring this down. Okay, then go to essential graphics. From the edit, first we add our second text now. Okay, bring it down here, and also replace this here. Okay, so our okay, I have to add the stars. I think I don't need the stars here. In every frame is not mandatory, or if not I can also like to extend these stars, because it is the same, the rotation, it is the same in the first frame and the second frame as well. So there is nothing need to change here. You can also add this the star here, but I think that this portion is too crowded, so need to balance the frame. I added the star here, not here. Okay, if I added the star here, I think the frame got more clumsy and more crowded in the bottom part rather than the overall. Like in the bottom part, it will feel that it will crowded. So to avoid this, I only add in one place. Okay, all right, now it's the time for the animation. So for this one, and I have some pre-made presets that how I make presets. I have show you this video. You can check the I button, and let's add this. Okay, I have the animation in this both text, but I don't have this here. So let's first do this, like go to my presets, and let's add text animation from bottom. So it will animate the text like this. Okay, and let's the timing will be a bit later. So first this will come, and then this will come, and then this will come. Okay. And for the stars, all right, I will add the rotation only. So here is the rotation. Let's say not like this. Okay. And let's bring it here. So it will something like this. It will rotate actually. And for the second one, I will do the same thing that I have done. So this is, let's say, 100. So this, okay. And nothing will be, I need to like think to make. Okay, now I only add. So this is the overall animation. And now I will add the adjustment layer. Okay, bring it here for the first frame. And we will add our effect, which is transform effect. Transform, only transform. Label this one. And go to effects and control, and go to transform, and let's bring the scale. So it will look like something like this. Okay, and extend this, and just do the curve something like this, something like this, and also like this. Bring it here and bring it here. So it will look like this. Okay. And then there is another one is blur. So I can also add the Gaussian blur. Let's add the Gaussian. So add Gaussian blur here. Okay. And this is our last keyframe of the scale. Let's bring it here and go to Gaussian blur. So blurriness will be 0 in the last keyframe, and we will when it is zoom in, like so we will increase the blurriness something like this. Okay, so it will look something like this. So you can see now I will animate these lines. So here is the lines. I will take the linear wipe here, and let's go to linear wipe. So this is the last keyframe will be added here, and in the first it will be 0. So it will look something like this. It will come up, and let's say like ease in and ease out to smooth the animation. So ease out. Now you can see the curve. The same way I will do, like bring it into the left all over, and bring the right one a bit left. Okay, now this is the animation. It is too fast, like very fast. So let's say like something like this I will do. Okay. And this, the same linear wipe I will add in this one. Okay. So now you can see the, okay. I think this is also really looking very fast. So let's increase the duration. Okay. So something like this. Now let's go to our second frame. So after this, go here, and okay, one more thing that I will do is that, so I think the coin is coming too late. Like at this point, we can see the coin. So let's cut the extended part, and let's bring here. Also, this layers also follows that coin. Now here in the money, I just simply added a position keyframe, and it will move to upwards. And let's ease in and ease out. Now let's say do something like this, something like that. So it will come like, you can see, so it will match the motion. Yep. Okay. So that's why I did it, nothing else. And only I will rotate this. So let's rotate. Okay, I think this the rotation is too much fast. So let's a bit slow rotation. Still, I think it's fast. Let's say so it's minus 46. We can do this plus 46 or 50. Yep, I think this will work. Yeah, this is okay. And for the coin, I will do something like this, that it is going down. Okay, and the brain will come here. So our second motion is also complete, and we can do like change the timing of the text a little bit, and this will come after this. And let's add an effect which is something like coming from the left, like this. Okay, so coming from the left. Okay, and this is not matching, maybe right, coming from the right. So something like this. Now let's move on to our third frame. So in the last frame that I have seen that the coin is going down, then in the brain section, so this is the brain. So let's add the position here, and let's the position comes here. Okay, something like this, maybe a little bit up, and let's add the ease in and ease out. And now the same way we will do the curve, something like this, so you can see that. Yep, see this? Yes. Okay, but I think this is a bit faster, so let's change the duration. And okay, let's bring it here, also here, so something like this, and something like this. Now it will look like this. Okay, and for the circle section, I will add the presets, which is this one, text animation from bottom. So it will look something like this. Yep. And for this one, like camera frame, which is this one, I will only add the scale, something like this and like this. The same way, ease in and ease out, and just do like this. Okay. So something like this. Yep. Okay. Now there is some spices to add here. As you can see, like this portion, in the middle portion, you can see that it is quite clear, but in the corner portion you can see there is a vignette. Also there is a chromatic, because you can see this, the red and bluish tone in the stars. Okay, also there is a small blur effect also added. So what I will do here, I will take another adjustment layer. So the adjustment layer was this. You can skip also this part, and let's add the vignette first. Go to Lumetri color and go to vignette and put the amount to the to like this. So first I will add the vignette, but for the vignette I will take another color matte, let's say black, and put it here. Okay, now go to effects and control, opacity. So in the opacity I choose the ellipse mask, and then I will bring this like this, something like this. Okay, now let's invert it, this one, and add the feather, mask feather, something like this, and let's bring down the opacity like 80. Okay, maybe 70 will be good. So I will bring this here. Let's add another adjustment layer, the top. So the adjustment layer, And let's bring first the VR chromatic, this one. And in the effects control, I will add a subtle, not too much, -5, 5 for this one as well. And let's fall off distance maybe 20, 20. Okay, I think 40 will be good. And then also I will go to the mask here as well and do like the same. Okay, just I will invert it this one. Okay, so it will just applied in the corner. Still I feel that it's too much, so let's fall off distance, let's say 20, maybe 10. Okay, I need very subtle, not too much. Okay, maybe this one is 5. Yes, and also I will add a blur, Gaussian blur, and let's increase the blur something like 20. And also for the Gaussian blur I will add the mask, this mask, bring it here and just bring it, and then here, and then here as well, and then just inverted it. Okay, I forgot to increase the mask feather here. So like increase the mask feather for this mask. I'm increasing it. So here is the mask feather. And then for the Gaussian blur, let's increase the mask feather as well. Let's make it a bit smaller. So this is look like this. So this is the first frame. This is the second frame. This is our third frame. Hope you enjoyed the tutorial, and if you want more tutorial like this, subscribe to my channel, and if you like this video, please hit the like button. We will see you in the next tutorial. Till then, bye.